real men, real conversations.
Sometimes we forget why we're
Tune
here.
in.
It's easy to fall off track.
Like, share, and subscribe.
These help us remember.
And remember, always wear your crown.
Growing up, I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given. That's
Oh man, well, welcome back, y'all. Hey, it's another. Hold on, stop.
Wait a minute. Oh. Shit, what a white beater. What the fuck? Yeah, hey. I thought about it because I walked in there to see so-and-so, and I said, oh, I got to change my shirt.
Yeah.
That's a perfect shirt for the COVID. Can't breathe.
Oh man, hey, welcome back, y'all. Man, this is another exciting show. So glad you're here. Make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know when a new show drops. This is another beautiful day. We are here, and how you doing, bro?
I'm great, man. It's
how
another
was your
day.
week?
My week was wonderful.
Yeah.
Got some things done. Didn't do some things. You know.
You get that good honey-do list?
Yeah, but of course, I had to do this, and we still got it.
Oh man.
But you know, it's a wonderful day, man. We back here, man. Been doing this for a while. I just love when we get together and do these shows.
Right.
KOE in the place.
What's happening? What's happening?
Tripping. King and Angela's here, man. You know, we tripping out, having a good time, man. Just one thing that I guess this show can be about is this COVID thing that just won't go away.
Man, it's
just
crazy,
will
bro.
not go away, bro.
Man, I don't know how many strains of this thing they got out there that they putting out on people, man. I say it here first. They putting this crap out on people, man.
You know what?
I don't care. I see.
No. The more, you know, I try to look at facts.
Right.
And I don't look at facts far as what they put out or what the CDC or whatever. I don't look at those facts. I look at facts with my own two eyes, like my own eyes. That's what I look at. I look at facts that way.
Right.
Like, and it's amazing how you catch this thing,
Right.
or how you don't catch this thing.
Right.
Or should I say pandemic? I shouldn't say thing because it is something serious.
Right.
I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it is exactly what they're saying it is, but it is something out there that's taking us people away from here.
Right.
And is there something out there that's making you, if it's not taking you away, it is shutting you down for weeks.
Right.
Or slowing you down, slowing down your everyday works. So there's something out there. We don't know what it is. I will go on record to say that I have been very blessed and lucky not to catch it yet. And I've also been one of the guys, workers, that's been out there since day one.
Right.
You know, my job, we never did quit. We never did work. We can't work from home. I'm not saying that essential workers, as far as like hospital people, nurses, doctors, of course, y'all got the real deal. Y'all have to be in there with it. You know, I'm out in the trade, out in the world,
Right.
but I'm not in there with the people that they have to treat.
Well, yeah, but you're still in the public, and that's the
Well,
thing.
yeah.
Like, you don't know who is what, who's a carrier, who has it. You never know. You're still out touching stuff and being in an environment. I mean, you out placing product on shelves or ordering or dealing with people contact. So, I mean,
Talking
you
to
never
people
know.
every day,
Yeah.
and customers talk to you, and you know, and in my line of work, customers like to come and tell you their personal stories.
Mm-hmm.
They like to come up and tell you why they first started drinking a certain product that I put out. You know what I'm saying? They come to you and tell you, oh, I like it because of this, I don't like it because of this, or let me tell you this story when I had this, and that. And for some reason or another, they like to get up close and personal.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to, hey,
Yeah,
even before the COVID, you got to kind of, hey, how you doing? You know, trying to reach out and tune. And they don't mean no harm. It's just, you know, and it's not to be funny, but from what I see from me, it's the older generation.
Sure.
Maybe they don't get out as much,
Right.
so they get out and they just want to talk, and they just want somebody to talk to, communicate with, and it's all good. But I don't know how to prevention. I mean, I'm gonna give you my prevention, and then we'll let him go on. My prevention is what my mama taught me.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of people's face.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your hands before you eat, after you use the bathroom, before you use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
If you outside playing in dirt, you come in the house, whatever it is, you wash your hands.
Right.
Go back to staying out of people's face.
Right.
Giving people their personal space. Just doing the everyday hygiene things that you were supposed to do on an everyday basis before this COVID.
Right.
And I know there's plenty of people out there that say, Jarvis, you crazy. I done all that and I caught it twice. I caught it once. Or I have somebody else, family member that caught it and maybe passed. So I'm not saying what works for me works for you.
Right.
But I'm just going off of and I do wear a mask. I do wear a mask when I'm out in public if I'm around a lot of people.
Right.
If I'm around a lot of people, I start to wear my mask.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm the way I work, sometimes I work alone,
right.
by myself. Get a little sweaty, a little heated, a little exhausted, I'll take my mask off because it's just me in that area.
Right.
People start coming in that area, of course I put my mask on, my safety and theirs.
Right.
But this thing is, man, I mean, it's been here and it seems like it's not going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna quote the homie Carlos Miller. Shout out 85 South Show. But I'm gonna tell y'all, quit touching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Quit touching stuff, man. Not like realistically, man. For me, I'm out in the public. I deal with people. One place I was working for a while during the pandemic. I just got word. I was talking to a guy that's still there, and like 30 people on that job got it. And it started, they didn't know they had it. They spread it to different members of their families. Like 2 different whole families got COVID from it. And actually, the guy I was talking to, his pops passed. He was a big help. The guy didn't have any health issues, and out of everybody, he passed all of a sudden. So it is serious, but what I will say is, man, we have to, just like we were saying, what you were taught in grade school is, keep your hands out your mouth. You shouldn't be touching your face, or keep your hands clean, sanitize, and wash. But, just taking that everyday prevention, like, you just can't be so comfortable anymore. You got to give thought to what you do. Because it is serious, because it is serious. And then also, man, we got to stop being divided, like vaccine or no vaccine. Because if I can avoid it, I'm not getting it at all. I haven't even so much as ever gotten a flu shot, and I've never gotten the flu. My body is designed to stage that stuff off. That's, we have a natural immune system that can take care of us if anything was to come into our bodies. That's what the human body was designed to do. So I'm not as concerned, but I also have taken the right precautions. When all this stuff first started, my oldest daughter, shout out, I just had her first son, my oldest grandson, and we took some different precautions because we had a baby in the house. So we weren't out. We only went out when we needed to, as far as like the grocery store, stuff like that. We weren't around a lot of people. We were very careful. We consistently washed our hands and made sure we were clean. We put on gloves or at least grab a napkin if we had to touch stuff, or wipes or something like that. Being out in public, pumping gas, or anything like that. So we took some extra precautions, and actually I just live like that now. To be quite honest, I still live the same way. Yeah,
that's the way of life now.
Yeah.
It is. That's
and I've been fortunate enough, and I'm not judgmental. That's the way I live, and I think that people, you get so caught up. Oh, you didn't get vaccinated, or you don't wear a mask. It's like, if you're not going to get vaccinated, wear the mask, right? There's options out here.
But now, even if you're vaccinated, you're supposed to wear the mask now.
Yeah, but because the vaccine doesn't stop you from
right. It doesn't stop you
from getting it. It just says you're not going to be
we put that out there. We know everybody knows that now, but that's one misconception that people think, oh, if I get the vaccine, I'm out.
Yeah, it's
No,
still not safe.
you're
You
not.
just-
You can still catch it, just that you won't get as sick.
Yeah, 'cause
you
I
won't
got-
be as hospitalized
Yeah.
as long. You still can be hospitalized,
Yeah.
but maybe not as long.
Because I got a buddy of mine that got it like that. He got vaccinated. He was big on vaccination. He still called it. He was like, man, I don't know what. And I was like, yeah, because they tell you it doesn't prevent you from getting it. It's just you're not supposed to be as sick. So realistically, we got to stop. Like, it shouldn't be a war or it shouldn't be a mandate. Our government shouldn't be telling us you got to get it. And you could be on either side. I don't care. You can call me crazy. I really don't care because at the end of the day, like I said, for me and my family, we just got a way of life that we live that has kept us safe.
So kept you safe. So.
Yeah, so I mean, and I've been around people who contracted it at times, and I didn't know, and I found out later, and I've been just fine. So, you know, no symptoms, no fatigue, no sickness, no nothing. So at the end of the day, it's about how you live. I had a guy tell me, he said he think it's Darwinism going on right now, survival of the fit.
I mean, it's
strong survive.
You know, it's so many theories out there. There's so many she say, he say going on right now about the vaccine, about the COVID itself, about the Delta variant. I hope I'm saying that right. It's to me. I'm gonna go off of mine. It's to
Y'all
me,
having too many babies out there, man. Slow it down so they can stop trying to kill us.
See, so many different ways that people think. But now, for me, it's to each his own.
All right.
For now, we're not here to preach to you about what you should do or what you shouldn't do. This thing has been here almost 2 years now. I'm going on a year and a half, 2 years now going on. So you know what to do in your household to keep you safe.
Right.
We know what to do in our household to keep us safe, to keep us safe. The thing is, do what you think you should do to keep safe, and everybody will be safe.
Right.
The thing is not doing nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go get vaccinated. You don't have to wear the mask. But sanitize, hygiene daily. Stay out of, you like me and my man here, we making a show, we got space in between us, this and that. Maybe not quite 6 feet, but, we got space, keep your everyday common sense of hygiene going on.
Right.
That's what, me personally, my opinion, don't quote me, don't say I put this in a certain general or nothing.
Yeah, we're not doctors, it's just our opinions, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, just my opinion. I think, for me, what works for me is hygiene.
Yeah.
It's just hygiene. Now, with that being said, I've never been against the vaccine.
Right.
And I've never been for the vaccine.
Right.
So I've never been out here saying, oh, don't get it. They're going to kill you. They're going to poison your bloodstream. Or I haven't been out here saying, oh, get it. And you're going to live forever. And you're going to be great. And everybody else that don't get it is going to die. Neither one. But I have chosen to get the vaccine. My reason for me getting it is just because I feel, here goes craziness, I feel like in the long run, they're going to make it mandated. And the way they're going to do that is not making it mandatory, but making it where you can't go somewhere if you're not vaccinated or if you don't have the COVID test in the next 48 hours. No, they're not going to say it's mandatory, you have to go get it. They're just going to say, well, you can't come to this restaurant. Yeah. You can't come to this restaurant if you're not vaccinated or if you haven't had a test in 48 hours. Or you can't go to this concert, or you can't go to this thing, or you can't fly on this airline, or you can't do that if you don't have it. They're not mandating it, but it's like you can't do anything without
Well, they're trying to pass a law now anyway to make it happen.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's why states are taking precautions. Well, some states are taking what they call precautions to not force their, constituents to have to take it. I mean, you can look at it either way, and I mean, quite honestly, the real deal is as long as you're staying safe, because now, they're not really big on the cards, the vaccine cards, where they're getting bigger on the vaccine cards, having to show that, or wearing a mask. I've seen this in a lot of stores starting to pop up. If you don't have the card, you got to have a mask on. So, that's what I'm saying is options. You got options. And take the options and just go along with it. It's not, people other just be divided. One statement will come out and people will just jump on either side.
And then they add their own 2 cents to it.
Right.
And then I add my own 2 cents to it.
Right.
And then he had his own 2 cents to it. And by the time it gets to who it needs to, it's totally
different.
Bull baloney.
Yeah.
A safer way to put it. You know, because everybody put their own swing on it.
Right.
They hear what they hear off TV, off the doctors or whoever, and then they put their own swing on it.
Right.
Oh man, the doctor came and said that if you don't take it, you're gonna die tomorrow.
And I think we got to get back to being able to express ourselves how we feel. I mean, this cancel culture, the way the world is now, is so crazy. Everybody wants to be a follower. I mean, like, perfect example here. He's vaccinated, I'm not. But we're still sitting here, we're still having interaction, we're still talking, we're not judgmental towards each other. We can coexist in the world regardless. With that being said...
You say you're not vaccinated?
No.
Oh.
Well, don't start that.
Man, let me... Can I say... Nah, we joking, guys. We're joking. Don't get upset about him coughing and me moving. We just make a little light of it because everybody's been so uptight. Yeah. Everybody's so
but that's the point. People don't have what we say this country is: freedom of expression, freedom of choice.
And they say that's what it was built on. They say that's what makes America great.
Right.
And that's what it says. But no, we don't have it. Now we ain't gonna jump into that because that's a whole nother topic.
You sure?
No,
go down the rabbit hole today.
No, not today.
Well, leave a comment. Let's go down the rabbit hole on our
Leave a comment and we gonna shoot y'all with the whole America thing.
Yeah.
But right now we're back on the COVID, which is still America thing. But
I mean, let's look at the rest of the world though.
Yeah, but I mean, my thing is, I'm not being funny. I don't live in the rest of the world.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying like.
And I don't really believe what media says a lot, so I can't even go off of what's going on over there.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, knowing people, even in my contact with people that live overseas, it's not.
See, you're worldwide. I'm not. I don't know anybody that live overseas, so yeah, my bad. Maybe I'll get there one day. Maybe I'll get to that spectrum one day.
You keep hanging with me. I'm gonna take you.
And I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna hang with you because I want to know some people overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how do you don't know people overseas in the military? Anyway, but I'm just saying.
That's a subject too.
Okay, yeah.
That's classified.
Okay, heard.
You know what I'm saying? If I tell you, yeah, you know the rest.
Yeah.
You know the rest.
Yeah, I got a long way to go, so don't tell me. But nah, just talking to people overseas, man, you know, and in some areas it is serious and it gets bad. But in most areas that I've talked to people, it's really not. They have like stricter rules of engagement of how they do things, and in a lot of places it's not even that serious. They're looking at America like, what is going on? Why is it not dealt with? And I'm sorry to be as advanced of a country that we're supposed to be. It seems like we just can't get this thing under wraps, and it's got to be a reason for that. We just have to start looking at the deeper picture. And I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories, but I'm just going to say this country has lied to us a long time about everything, and we got to start opening our own minds and start, you know, not just being sheep, not just being followers. Like, do your own research and see what's really going on out there, because it's some differences going on out there.
And you know, you just said a mouthful, but one thing about this country is we're lazy.
Yeah.
We're lazy. We don't want to look it up for ourselves.
Right.
We don't want to go find out exactly what's going on in this world. Because we have a conception of what this world should be and what it should be and how it should be. Mm-hmm. So you just start to jump on this subject, because that's a whole nother rabbit hole too. But it's the same thing as racism.
Right.
Same thing.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to really go back and look at what really went down. So they were like, you da-da-da. But like I said, that's another rabbit hole. But that goes back to us being lazy.
Sure.
It goes back to everybody being lazy, and everybody wants the right. And this is the right now generation. Not let me go research it, read it, and do. Shout out to my wife. She's getting me on the researching part.
Right.
I was the right now guy.
Right.
I was right out of me. I want to hear it from the TV and say, okay, I got it. They said this, that's what it is.
Right.
And I got to believe it, and that's it.
Right.
You know, now my wife, you know, she's, baby, you need to read. Read up on this, read up on that,
right.
Read on, you know, find out why they said that. And then I've been doing a lot of reading lately, and I'm like, wow. Wow, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? But back to this COVID day one thing, man. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what they say do what you do to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Because this COVID thing has separated so many people. It separated so many families. It separated family members to where family members don't want you to come to their house.
Right.
Family members don't want you to do certain things. And it's also brought some family closer.
Right.
Now, so I can't give a shout out to that. And it brought some family members closer.
Right.
Because they look at it as, okay, my family member not going to be here forever.
Right.
So when you sat back and said, you know what, I'll go visit grandma, I'll go visit mom, I'll go visit whoever later, my sister, my brother later, because I got forever.
Right.
But now, so it has done good. It has done a lot of good also. But for the most part, it's done some bad. Like, it really brought people's true colors out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It brought a lot of people true colors out of how they really feel. Now they can just say, oh, I don't want you to visit me because of COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it's the divide and conquer. And this is what I mean. Like, realistically, it's divide and conquer, man. You keep the people separated, it's easier to lead them down a path. I think I said this last show. It's easier to lead people down a path that you want them to go, because if we're not unified, if we're not together, I can come and tell you one thing. I can tell you, I think it like watching the 48 Hours, right? The little show, and sometimes they have different suspects, and they tell them different things in different rooms,
Right.
because they're not together. They don't know what to believe, and then they pull out what they want from that person, and they use it against them. Yep. And so it's the same thing, man. I think this is, for me personally, I'm only speaking Christopher Morgan, the 6 foot cook. I said it, love it like it, hate it. I don't really care. My opinion.
I do all of those things to you. Love it like it and hate you.
Yeah, man. Well, dang, I don't hate you, brother. Like, that's a strong word, but it's okay.
But to hate you, I must like you.
Off camera, we'll deal with that.
No, not till you're vaccinated.
Nah, we're gonna deal with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a backyard, don't you? So anyway.
So we're gonna fight 6 feet apart.
We'll throw rocks at each other.
Sidebar. Then we're gonna make it fun again. We're just joking again. Relax.
But yeah, I mean, I think realistically though, like you said, families are being separated. Some families are coming closer and making a conscious effort to say, hey, we're gonna love and appreciate our loved ones while we're here, because we don't know. And then you have some families that are just separated because of fear. It's all fear-based. People don't want to die. Which, like I said, we should take it serious, and we all have to do our part. And doing our part, making sure we stay safe, making sure we're doing the right things.
And we're not saying don't listen to the TV. We're not saying don't listen to the CDC. We're not saying not listen to doctors and nurses and all these things.
Just use common sense, though.
Yeah.
You look at some of these games, right? Look at the games. You see people going to these college games, these concerts. So you got thousands of people elbow to elbow.
Okay,
and nobody got masks on. In them situations, I don't care. Wear a mask.
Like I said, right. And I'm gonna be honest. In my, like I said, I go off of what I've seen,
right? Not
what I've heard,
right?
And knock on wood or whatever. Like I said, I haven't caught it, and I've been in some places where, like, I just went to the Falcons game.
Right.
It was crowded in there.
Right.
And I'm gonna say maybe 60%, maybe 65 to 70% had masks on.
Right.
I was really surprised to see that many masks. Right. I really was.
Right.
I thought it was like nobody had masks on, but it was really about 70% of people had masks on inside the stadium walking around. But it was so many people that didn't, and they're not doing the skip seats no more.
Right.
You're right next to the person. You're elbow to elbow. They're getting back to this. Look, get vaccinated or not get vaccinated. Wear your mask. Keep your hygiene. We're gonna run our everyday life. We're finna go back to everyday lives.
Right.
We're gonna go to everyday routines, everyday things. And if you don't do one of these precautions, whatever you choose, vaccinated, unvaccinated, mask, hygiene, keep sanitizer, like me. Now, I've never done this before. In my cup holder, I have 2 small hand sanitizers. So right. when I get out I do, for my job, I have different accounts. So I go in and out of stores. When I go in a store, I hit it. When I get ready to leave the store, I go to the bathroom, I wash my hands, I get in my car, I sanitize again.
Right.
Like you said, it's just a part of life now. It's just a way of life now. So, bottom line, if you think this COVID is real, if you think this COVID is fake, If you think they're making it up, you think they're trying to divide us, you think whatever you think about this COVID, the good thing is that you're thinking about it.
Right.
And the second thing is do something about it.
Right.
Meaning, whatever it is to keep your family safe, you do it.
Right.
So if you're keeping your family safe, and I'm keeping my family safe, and he's keeping his family safe, then we're all going to be safe.
Right.
So whatever it is, and as far as these social gatherings and family and friends, go. Jarvis Dimmer, I'm going to say go. But when you go, like he said, use common sense.
Right.
Use common sense when you go to these places. My daughter has 2 big things this year. She has her 18th birthday. No, that's just huge for girls. It's huge for anybody, but it's really huge for girls. And she's a senior this year, and she's graduating this year.
Okay.
So that's 2 big parties right there that we want all our family members to come to that can make it, and all the friends that can make it. Invitations coming out soon, just let y'all know. But but it's real. But
bring a mask.
Right. No, true. You're saying that's going to be in the invitation.
Yeah.
It's going to be, but what we're going to do is we're going to take precautions by having a cookout.
Right.
And having it in my backyard.
Right.
To where we can spread out.
Right.
So everybody's not in the living room. Everybody's not on top of each other.
Right.
We're going to have the food in one section. We have a line going in one direction.
Right.
So people are not bumping into each other.
Right.
Food going away. We use all paper stuff.
Right.
So that, that's where that, but that's where that thing come up with. They don't clean, they don't use Dawn, or they don't use So we use all paper utensils. We use, you know what I'm saying? You take it, throw it right in the trash. The trash will be outside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's just how it is, man. So bottom line, what I say, what he say, KOE says, King Dan says, we're here to keep y'all safe. Right. Because if y'all safe, we're safe, and we can keep doing these shows.
Well, we're gonna keep doing it anyway. We streaming on YouTube, so but we want to get some personal stuff going on, man, because we want to spread that conversation out too, and actually be in a live conversation with some of you guys at times. And for right now, leave comments. Let us know how your experience with COVID has been, how it's affected you, your business, whatever it is. Let's talk about it, right? So make sure, please, leave a comment below. Let us know what's going on. We're definitely
like, share, subscribe.
And like you said, most importantly, man, just stay safe out here.
Yeah,
whatever side of the fence you're on, vaccine, mask, whatever, stay safe. Let's take care of each other. Let's take care of our communities, and let's continue on so that our future generations have a chance, man. We can't be so selfish. We're not thinking about that. So, however you feel about it is how you feel. I respect and support you in that decision. But let's take care of our communities and keep everybody safe. And so until next time, I think we're about
something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take